Right, legends, welcome to the crypto market review. So, all I'm going to do is Bitcoin, okay? So, let's start off, right? What am I looking at? Well, to start off with, right, I posted a chart on Twitter, if you remember, and the chart I posted up was of this. It started out, the basics of it, naked chart was this breaker here, okay? And this breaker here, okay? These two and this red line. Why this red line? Well, you can clearly see this red line is acting as a key pivotal level. You can see support. Focus on the bodies now. Okay, very rarely. Every time it closes below it, it got back above it. So it's pivotal here. Okay, break of it here it acts as a resistance, sell off, resistance, sell off, resistance, sell off. The moment it makes a daily close above it, big move above it. The moment it makes a daily close below it, movement below it. Resistance, resistance, break above it, support, break below it. We expect to act as resistance. So clearly a pivotal level. That's it. Keep it as simple as that. A daily pivotal level. Nothing more to it. Okay. Then we had this price action here, and my screen has frozen. We're back. Okay. Now when price was pumping up into here, right? Obviously I was bullish. Above here I was bullish. Okay. And previously I was targeting this breaker here, and I said only if we break this can we target this level there, that level there, so on and so forth. What did market do? At this point, you don't know if the break is going to hold or not. Okay, you don't know if it's going to hold. It's um, it's above the SR level, so naturally you'd be bullish, but it's trapped between this. So at this point, market was trapped between that level and that level. What do you do in those scenarios? Unless you got some really solid bias, I'm mainly focused on day trading. Okay, short term until it gives a clear view. So at this point, when this happened, we should have expected the down move that hit support that led to the move up to hold as support, and this would have been an order block here. But what do you do? Instead of holding, it smashed through it. That confirmed to us we should be going lower now because of this. Confirmed that this break is holding, and this movement here was the breakdown. Now, reason why I'm more confident in this being a breaking market structure is because not only does it break this previous block now turned breaker, so it's acting as a pivot now, but it's also below this SR level, and historically we can see every time it moves below it on a daily we get another push lower. Is everybody with me so far? Slow and steady, that's what I'm doing. Okay, everybody with me? So naturally, what do we expect? A push up into it to act as resistance. Okay, only if it makes a daily close above this level again, then I'll say okay, we're gonna go higher and most likely probably fill this fast move down into this void. Again, I can't say it's going to trend all the way up until it makes a clean break of this. So what does that tell you? Keep it short term until market tells you otherwise. Okay, there's no reason to go for a 10,000 point move if this is the resistance level that can't be broken. Okay, so if you don't like the accent, fuck off. I'm only joking. So it's coming to this level now, and at this point I did not know if it was going to hold, and that's why I mentioned 6800. Okay, what do I wait for? I wait for a breakdown. Let's go to the lower time frame. Do we get the breakdown? Well, let's go to the lower time frame here. No French allowed here, so do one. We got a range high here, okay, and we got a low here, okay. Now we can clearly see, okay, where's my breakdown? You know, a lot of people ask you, what is the fucking breakdown? Let me tell you what the breakdown is. Keep it simple, okay? That's all it is. First and foremost, we're coming off of key resistance level. Secondly, we want that breakdown. What is that breakdown here? Well, that breakdown is if we get normally in an up move, we're getting higher highs and higher lows. We can clearly see a range that's established, okay? We've established a range. Have we hit that key level yet? No. At this point we hit that key level. Then if we're looking for shorts, what do we expect? We expect a breakdown from that key level. Where do we get that breakdown? Not yet. Keep watching. Not yet. Not yet. What led to that high? We want to see that low break. The low that led to the high, if that gets taken, that is the breakdown we're looking for. There we get that breakdown. That should confirm now the high is in. Why? We pushed up, taken out these stops, hit that key higher time frame level, then broken down. This is the price action you anticipate. Okay, now any pullback is going to be what? A selling opportunity. So what have I got from this? What I've got from this is a clear invalidation level. The moment I've got my clear invalidation level is the moment I can say, okay, now I know where my risk is. You got to define risk now. Is everybody clear with that? So I can short anywhere as long as that holds. Then everybody can throw in whatever entry technique you want. Do you want a trend line entry? Do you want a moving average entry? Do you want a basic SR entry? Well, let's go with basic SR entry. A basic SR entry here would be, well, we got a little SR level there. How is it proven as a key level? Support, a push up, support there, break back above it, clean break below it, retest. So you could sell anywhere here. My stop loss would be there. Where am I targeting? Well, let's stick with the higher time frame targets. Well, because on a daily basis I'm expecting much lower prices, I'm expecting a new low. If I'm correct, as long as you stay below that, I'm expecting new lows. So I'm actually targeting this low here. And if I want to take out more measured moves, okay, I want to take out more measured moves. This is like a swing target I've got from there to there. I think it goes much lower, but let's move on. Clear targets with the price action we've got. If that's the high, probably reach around 55, 50s. Okay, call it 5600 just to be safe side. 5600, and that would take out these lows here. Okay, ultimately I think personally we're going down into, if as long as we stay below here, remember, okay, I think we're going to go down into here, this level here. Okay, so what's the range we've been in as well? So if I get a horizontal line out from that high, that was the lowest point made before we got like a significant up move. So the bigger range we're stuck within is this low and that low, this low and that high. So I'll be anticipating a run of these lows here. A clean break of this black line would open the gates for 5k to 4.5k. Those are my daily targets. Okay, so that would be my target. Now let's go for shorter term targets as well, because not everybody's looking for swing trades, especially in a range bound environment. I'm more comfortable taking short-term targets, but those are the swing trade targets. Shorter term, what I'm looking for is, okay, short term, we've got this key high here. Okay, I'll be targeting that. Okay, then I'll start going for where's the stops resting. If this is indeed the high, what I'll do is, okay, where's the accumulation started from? Accumulation started with here. So wherever they were buying previously, the SR levels on the left, I'll be looking for profits on the right. So what do? If you're looking for like a sell model, for example, you split the screen, okay, like this. If this is a sell model, accumulation here, accumulation there, accumulation there, accumulation here. There's that breakdown. We should start seeing symmetry now. Okay, so we can clearly see, let me go down, resistance. Again, let me push this a bit lower. Okay, why am I doing this? Is just because this level has been touched more times than that level. Okay, resistance, 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 resistance. So I'm expecting first target here, short-term day trade, and this is as long as this holds. So let me get my pen out like this. If they were finding resistance here previously, what do you expect again? To be resistance again. So let's mark out the targets there. Into this is the second target. Okay, so that would be target. This is short-term play, remember. Okay, target one there. Clean break of it would mean we're going lower into there. They were buying here previously. A clean break here would mean we're going lower into this level there. Ultimately, where would the stops be resting? There. Okay, target 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, just however you want to play it. Okay, is everybody with me so far? Ultimately like that. Swing trades, we leave it then. I've told you my swing trade targets, but short term, that's what I'll be looking for. My invalidation level, like I explained, would be, remove this high here. If that gets taken and we stay above the red line, at that point I will switch my bias. Okay, I'm happy to switch my bias, take the loss. So if it does something like this and stabilizes there, high, and forms higher highs and high lows, then I'll go for the longs. Okay, I will take the loss, switch my bias. Where am I targeting at that point? Well, oops, oh man, I should have got rid of that. 1 second. I'll be targeting here, this void fill. So at this point the stops are going to be resting here then. Okay, but we got this void to fill in short term and that. Okay, so that would then be a buy model. Is everybody clear with that? Okay, and that's it. We'll deal with the rest then. I'm just dealing with short term targets for now. Okay.